Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 10 Fairyland Road in Kuranda. What an amazingly fantastic address that is. Talking about amazing, this is an amazing property. It has so much flexibility to create just that wonderful lifestyle that you want, that dream that you've always had, whether it be a large family home, 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, or whether it be a hobby farm where you can potentially earn some extra dollars with more than about, approximately 100 lychee trees. The location is second to none. We're actually at the very end of our Fairyland Road, so it's quiet, it's peaceful, it is ultimately private. Nobody can see in, you can't see anyone. And it's a hop, step and jump, like 2 minutes if you've got children, to Kuranda State School and the Aquatic Centre, and another couple of minutes in the car up to the Steiner School. So this is the ultimate lifestyle package. Let's go in and have a look. Remember, it's on 5 usable acres as well. So plenty of space for breathing. So let's go in and have a look, as I said before. But before we do, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my coming soon properties on my website, because you will find out about them before everyone else. Let's go in and have a look. You're seriously going to fall in love with it. We've just taken a couple of minutes just to come down that fabulous driveway. I just wanted to show you just how private it is, and you can't hear it, but it is like so peaceful, so peaceful. So orientation, nice beautiful curved driveway, comes all the way around up to the house. And I mentioned 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms in total. So from an orientation point of view, we've got a brilliant little gazebo there. We've got a swimming pool, which of course we will have a look at. And then we've got a single garage as we go underneath. Not that you need it when you see the shed, and we will get to that. That's pretty much our main entrance door, but like everything else in Kuranda, we can get in probably 3 different ways. So we've got upstairs, that takes us directly upstairs. We've got a door there, which takes us downstairs, which has a rumpus area, 2 bedrooms at the back. At the bottom on this side, we've actually got a laundry area with another bathroom. And then upstairs, we've got a main living with 3 bedrooms, a custom designed kitchen and a custom designed bathroom. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, over there, we've got that shed. So let's go in and have a good old explore. My goodness, did I say a large family home? This is a brilliant balcony, as in, I just mentioned there 2 minutes ago that we can come up lots of different ways, up those fabulous double steps. But this is one of the outdoor entertaining areas, and it is big. We have got, fly screens, whole house is fly screened, magic sliding doors, so that you can just come in and out as you please. But imagine just sitting here, just have a seat just here and having a look out onto your fairyland, and I mean your fairyland garden. It's absolutely priceless. All I can hear is the birds. You can just hear the bird song out there. Now, organic, comfortable, just very, very, very luxury living. So I want to start in the kitchen, which is my #1 favorite place to be when we are entertaining. This is what they call a NEF kitchen, N-E-F. So it's a German brand, high-end, super high quality, not very old indeed. So you have the benefit of pretty much coming into you know, a brand new kitchen, modern kitchen. So we've got great big island bench. Again, we've got a sliding windows here with servery, so that, you know, if we're entertaining. Big stainless steel sink, integrated dishwasher. Now, how good is that? There you go, N-E-F-F, my apologies. So the dishwasher has still got 43 minutes to go. Sliding drawers, we've got integrated bin. Like, how civilized is that? If you just come around this side, we have got all the utility drawers, you know, for cooking and for prep. And this is absolutely, you're going to fall in love with this. Now, when I talk about high-end appliances, this is what they call a downdraft induction cooktop, which means that you don't need your big extractor to get rid of, you know, your smells or your oil or your grease, because all you do is you take that out and you pop it in your seamless integrated dishwasher, and that cleans everything. Beautiful induction. The pantries, remember, don't look in people's cupboards, but we've got plenty of light. These are almost like a bit of a butler's pantry. Just you could fall in love with it instantly. We've got big drawers. Again, no handles, you know, for all your bits and your bobs. These ones here have actually got all the little spaces in them so that you can put in your pans or your bacon trays. And these are brilliant. That's about $6,500, by the way, just so that you know, and this sort of puts this kitchen into perspective. Combi oven #1, combi oven #2. So this one predominantly does steam. So if you do, you know, dumplings or, you know, anything that's sort of lovely in pastry where you need a lot of steam into it, that would be the oven that you would use. This one under here, if you were doing your juicy roasts, you can actually inject steam into it so that they're super juicy. And watch this. You're not gonna bang your legs on the door. I think that is just unbelievably brilliant. And then we have got a really big pantry, a deep pantry. You know, the lights come on up and down the side, and all our little drawers for all your bits and your bobs. So this is functional beyond belief. Big enough for a really large fridge. You know, that's a wide fridge. And again, another big sort of pantry style cupboard. So just breathe it in. This is just amazing. I'm just going to show you that in about a minute. These are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And that servery hatch, beautiful wooden floor, very, very, very organic. You know, this is cedar, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we've got louvers just up here that you can open, you know, if you want to. But this room is big, it's spacious. We have got plenty of natural light. Again, we've got louvers here, we've got a fly screens. Big enough for a big telly. Looks like there's possibly been a wood burning stove at one point, a little brick and a little hearth just there. So up here we have got, oh, look at this for ventilation. Look at this, the ceilings are fabulous. We've got fans everywhere. Have a look up here. As we come up here, we've got the same style. It's very, very, very pretty. So up here we've got 3 bedrooms and another bathroom. So toilet, big toilet. The one thing hopefully that you'll notice is that the ceilings are really high. We'll show you in this this room when we go in. But we've got high-end louvers, just brilliant. And again, this is sort of like it's like a luxury sauna. You know, we've got ventilation that goes up and over there. This is a custom designed bathroom. So you've got his and her sinks. You have got a great big cupboard in here that's deep. So you can put all your towels or your little bits and your bobs in there. These heated towel rails, now, they are programmed, yes, you heard correctly, they are actually programmed, which you can change, to come on in the morning so that you have a lovely warm, dry towel in the morning, and late in the afternoon as well, or in the evening, where you can again dry your towels, you know, and have a dry towel when you come out the shower. Brilliant his and her shower. Right under here, absolutely magic. Or I might just splish splash over here, and a bubbly bath, all with magnificent views out to the garden. So what an amazing space. This is again not a very old bathroom. We can get out in and out of the house, like I said, 3 different ways, just as we pass here. That's steps that go down the back. Oops, just show your head down here, and we'll look at that. We won't go down that way, but we can get in and out. And then we have got another really big, bright room. I don't know how high these ceilings are, but the wooden straps that are on there are silky oak, and the banister or the balustrading is also silky oak. So you have got all the lovely exotic woods, you've got the high ceilings, you've got the airflow, and the views out to the garden are sensational. This is just absolutely beautiful. Imagine waking up in this room in the morning. Big walk-in robe here. So this is again a really big space. You know, you'd have plenty of room for pretty much everything that you would own. And then as we come through here, great big cupboard. Have a look up here. We have got cupboard that goes all the way to the top of the ceiling. And again, we've got a silky oak trims. This was the silky oak here that I was telling you about on the little posts. Very beautiful. Silky oak, unless you know, or maybe you don't know, but I do talk about a lot in my videos, is about $5,000 a cube. So it's an incredibly expensive and incredibly rare wood. So to have it in such abundance is wonderful. Then we've got 2 other rooms. I remember the rooms, so there could be kids' bedrooms. In this instance, it's you know, one of the children's music rooms. Have a look here. It's filled with stuff, but it just shows you how much stuff you can actually get in if you've got a child. You've got drawers, you've got hanging space, you have got storage. And then here, you have got room for at least 3 little beds. It's almost like the Goldilocks story, your 3 little bears, or your 3 little, you know, little people. Again, all views out to the garden. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to meet you, and we're going to head downstairs. These stairs are amazing. Solid block concrete walls, our favourite friend in the wet tropics. Now, this is another separate rumpus living area. This is where, you know, the kids hang out. It is beautifully cool. We've got all these cross breezes and ventilation. And this was the fantastic door that we seen from the outside. And I said that's one way that we could come in. Fly screened, just love it. Absolutely brilliant. And these absolutely magic, and I mean magic, old barn style doors. So another 2 bedrooms down here, sort of laundry, bathroom. We've got a space here when we come in from the carport, not the carport, but the actual garage. And we've got a big shed, remember. The thing I did forget to mention is that when we go out there, there's actually another really great big cupboard. There is no shortage of cupboard space in this house. So again, these are just rooms, but you can imagine, you know, kids playing in here. This is just absolutely brilliant. Or it could just be another lounge rumpus area if, you know, you don't have heaps of children, or any children for that matter. So this has been set up as a gym. Again, I just want you to look at how high these ceilings are. They are incredibly high. This is a big room. It's got built-in wardrobes with a mirror, and you could just imagine, again, with all these gorgeous garden views, you can do whatever you want in them. Just brilliant. This one here is used as an office. You know, whatever you want it to be. Again, it's another beautifully cool room with an aircon, and another big cupboard. You know, we shouldn't look in people's cupboards, but it is plenty of big and it's plenty of spacious. Then we have got the entrance here that we just spoke about. This takes us through into the sort of downstairs, you know, splish splosh bathroom, you know, your laundry area, separate toilet. And this is original, so we've got a nice big mirror here. We've got our vanity, more storage. We have got a shower just in here, and a big loo, a really big, like nice straight paintings, a really big spacious toilet. And then if we come back around this way, we've actually got a step down into the laundry, back door out to another, you know, part of the garden. Great big fabulous double tub, really functional, and plenty of space for, you know, your dryers or your washing machine. So this takes us out to this amazing, again, another outdoor undercover patio area. Before we have a look at that and marvel, I'm just very going to quickly show you inside the garage, because you get to see that it is, again, all block, all concrete. I'm not going to open up people's cupboards, but I have to show you the size of this cupboard space in here. Remember, people just, you know, storing and moving, etc. But this is another really big room. Brilliant. So back to here, and this is the equivalent of, you know, an outdoor Barbie kitchen. So you could either be upstairs in your fancy schmancy kitchen area, sitting on your balcony overlooking all your domain, or you could be out here under the cover. Again, look how high this ceiling is. Just look at how high they are. I've got no idea how many highs they are, but it's high. And then you can watch the kids playing in the swimming pool. Absolutely brilliant. We're now going to have a wander around that garden. I just love everything about that property. It is just solid as. Now, whether you are a couple or whether you have 100 children, today I can guarantee it is October 2025 and it's about 35 degrees. We are in the most beautiful part of Australia, you know, tropical far north Queensland. You will want to jump into that pool and cool off. Now this is, I think one day I might actually jump in the pool just for laughs, but we've got, you know, AstroTurf, so you don't have to worry about cutting your grass around about the pool. It looks great. It's always going to be tidy all year round. And of course, you can just sit and you can relax, you know, and just, as I said, watch children, or more importantly, be out of the sun, undercover in your sort of barbecue area. And this is where we came in, just over here. Plenty of space for your bikes, and that undercover down the bottom as well that you can use, whoops, as a living space. Fabulous little pergola, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Roses, where else? That is amazing. To actually find roses in the wet tropics is really unusual. But this is beautiful. This is passion fruit. So you could be sitting here, it's almost like an Italian al fresco living space, and you have passion fruit just dangling in front of your eyes, and they're very prolific. Beautiful views out to the garden, a little bit of a burning pot just here. So, you know, you've got your little fire pit for the winter, and believe it or not, even though you wouldn't think it today, it does get a little bit chilly in Kuranda, but only for a short period of time. So we're going to head round, look at the veggie patch, we're going to look at the shed. But before we do, we're going to look at the lychee orchard that I mentioned at the beginning. So it's roughly from one far corner to the other far corner, it's about 170-ish meters long. So you have a huge frontage, and that just lets you see how far it goes. We've got grass that you can cut in between, and the rows are just sort of equidistant. That's a very big word, Angela. Similar size rows for each of your trees. So again, roughly 3 different varieties. Potential for income if you want to, or if not, you can bulldoze them, you can keep them, you can do whatever you want with it. It's your beautiful land. So we're going to head over to the veggie area, and again, just look at this. Incredible, absolutely beautiful. Self-sustainability is a big part of what people are now looking for. So on this property, we have got bore, and has got UV filter on it, so you are going to have endless supply of water. We have got mains power. We also have a solar system around about 16 kVA, which is fantastic. I just think of those low or no energy bills, and it is actually battery ready, so if you want to, you can hook up batteries to it at your convenience. And then we have got, look at this, in addition to our lychee trays, we've got avocado, we've got citrus, we've got mandarin, we've got sapote, we've got pretty much everything you could imagine. And this is just brilliant. Love it. This is here so you can walk on it and you're not in the mud, but we've got all sorts of things growing. We've got marigolds, we've got little bits in their own, little spots. We've got bananas, that's part of our lemon trees, citrus trees. Oh, I smell that. Basil, absolutely beautiful. So over here we have got, as part of that self-sustainability, a chook pen big enough for, I think, about 30 chickens. I know that you find that hard to believe. This here, by the way, is, just in case you see that is part of the new ecosystem for the septic system, and that's the pump that's in there. Chicken pen, I'm just going to meet you on the other side so I can show you it in full. Amazing. This is actually, before we get to the little chicken pen again, we have got a whole bunch of other fruit trees up and over, and oh my goodness, would you look at that. Absolutely prolific. That's either a jackfruit or a durian. I can never tell the difference, but people know the fruit trees, they would go, oh my goodness, that's what we've got in there. Brilliant. So little chicken pen is snake proof, so that, look at all the little faces. So you can actually have them out, it's enclosed, so they're not going to run away, and they can be in at night and you don't even have to worry about it. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to head up the other side. I'm going to show you the other parts of the garden and that shade, I promise. Amazing big beautiful rainforest trees. Fairyland, if you please Google Fairyland, because it is such a fantastic part of history in the early Kuranda, so very much worth your reading. So if you have children, we are getting to the shade, I promise, and it will be worth the wait. Look at this, we've actually got a big play area that can stay if you want it to, or it can actually disappear, but you can hang on it, you can climb on it, ropes on it. Brilliant little cubby house just here. Fantastic, absolutely beautiful and colourful. And I hope you can see we've got all this lovely flat usable land that I mentioned at the beginning, and we've got a shade house, so if you want to, oops, I think we've got a mandarin drop down there somewhere. If you want to germinate your plants, you want to grow veggies that are perhaps indoors, we have got a brilliant, high quality, easy to get in, brilliant. I just love it. I just love it. Now the shed, we're going to come around this way. I'll just get you to turn around so you can actually see the size of the back of the shed, because it is massive. This here is part of the almost brand new ecosystem septic system, and that's just the aeration pipe. You can chop it off at the bottom if you want to. It's there. And this takes us all the way back to where we came in, at the very front of Fairyland Road. So, hot day today, very hot day. Now, in terms of space, okay, how much space would you actually want? This, I think, as I said, I paced it out before. I won't have you spend 3 minutes with me pacing it out. Roughly 12 by 15. It has got power. It's got a concrete floor. We've got some very beautiful little baby chickens in here. Just newly hatched by the looks of things. And then we have a third bathroom. So we've got 2 bathrooms in the house. But if you're out in the garden or you're in here doing whatever it is you do, you can have a shower. You can wash your hands. Come around here, you can actually see we've actually got a full-size toilet space and a little wash basin here. Just absolutely brilliant. So what more could a man want? And behind us, that's actually our purifying filters just here. So solar system here, purifying filters here. What is not to love? Oh my goodness, I really hope you have enjoyed this wonderful, relaxing tour of number 10 Fairyland Road in Kuranda. And hopefully you can see, like I mentioned at the beginning, ultimate flexibility, and I mean ultimate flexibility for the biggest of families. You know, if you're coming up from down south or you're just struggling because you've got, 3 or 4 kids and you've got some, extended family that come stay, that is absolutely perfect. You've got your 5 bedrooms and your 3 bathrooms, but you've also got your 2 living areas, your rumpus downstairs, or again, whatever you want them to be, plus the amazing gardens. They're beautiful, they're flat, they're usable, they're green, they're lush. You've got a lifestyle luxury swimming pool, and again, the location is brilliant. But don't forget your potential for your self-sustainability, your 16 kVA solar system. You get your chickens, or you can buy your chickens so that you can have all your fresh eggs. You can grow all your own food. You've got plenty of fruit trees. And of course, you have got that massive, great big shed where you can store pretty much everything that you own right there. So Fairyland Road, as I mentioned, Google it. Beautiful, highly sought after part of Kuranda. Very, very, very pretty indeed, and peaceful and quiet, and just the sort of place that you just want to come home and just relax at the end of the day. So schools, we have got Kuranda State School 2 minutes from here. We've got Steiner School another couple of minutes down the road, and then at the bottom of the range, Kuranda Range, we've got Smithfield Shopping Centre, another 15-20 minutes into Cairns, and then of course we've got JCU University as well if you have got adult children or kids who want to go to uni. So give me a call or visit my website for Coming Soon Properties and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because the Coming Soon Properties are on my website, sometimes a week, 2 weeks before they hit the market. And also, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will find out about more lifestyle videos just like this one, but before everyone else. They're uploaded before they go to market. This is a dream property. Don't let it slip through. Let it be your dream come true.